to Maui. Hello, Aloha Friday. Elaina here for Maui Yoga Live. So grateful and glad that you are here today. Hello to our new friends, and please give a warm welcome to our special guest yogis, our locals here on the beach, ready to practice some planks and Pilates. And just remember that this will be a dynamic yet energizing and relaxing flow all at the same time. And yoga can be as easy or as difficult as you make it. So please modify and make this practice your own. Be your own guru and really listen to that inner teacher within. Welcome back, old friends. Hello, Joy Anthony. Hello, how are you today? Thank you so much for sticking with this and carving out time for yourself, making this a part of your routine. Because once you establish that pattern, it becomes your truth, yes? So just by being here and just by showing up for yourself, you have already flagged the signals to set in motion amazing transformations yet to come. And I'm so grateful to be able to share this experience with you. Aloha is free, and so is becoming the best possible version of yourself. Hello! And being the best you is not only the greatest gift that you can give to yourself, but to others around you and the world as a whole. So please subscribe and share. If you know anyone who can benefit from a little free yoga and meditation, please feel free to share away. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and step into your new office. Buckle up, enjoy the ride, and we're gonna ride the wave of our breath. So we're just gonna get started in child's pose. So you can bring your knees wide, or if that's too much on your hips, you can bring your knees together. It's just whatever you need to do to get comfortable. Arms along your sides, or you can have them stretched out in front. Everybody is different, so just figuring out what feels good in your body. If there was any goal in yoga, it would be figuring out what works best for you. So we're just taking the first few moments of the practice to get settled into our breath. Begin to close your eyes and slow your breath down. Start to lengthen your breathing. And from here on out, we're breathing in and out through the nose only, trying to keep the mouth closed. And we do this to harness your energy, harness your life force. So constrict your throat just a little bit, making the passageway smaller. That way you're pulling air in slowly on the inhale, filling your lungs as much as you can, and then pressing air out slowly on the exhale. With every inhale, you bring in more life force, more energy, more prana. And with every exhale, you are letting go of rubbish within. Syncing up your breath to the ocean's ebb and flow. Just as you see the waves crash along the beach, you're matching your breath. It's that push and that pull. The inhale brings more life, and the exhale gets rid of what you no longer need. They are both absolutely necessary. Start to engage your core now, pulling the pelvic wall up and in, activating your child's pose. Pressing the palms of your hands down into the mat. We're going to stretch our shoulders. Left hand stays there. Right arm threads through and under the left shoulder, sending the shoulder down, away from your ear. And just stretching and breathing into your upper middle back. And switch sides. Right hand comes back to meet the left. Left arm threads through and under, just reaching as far as comfortable. And then breathing into that stretch, just opening up your shoulders here. And come back to center, up onto all fours now. So we're just gonna warm up the spine, starting with a few rounds of cat-cow. So hands and knees are about hip-width distance apart. As you inhale, you're gonna open up your chest, arch your back, tilt your tailbone up high, and exhale. round your spine, chin to chest, tuck the tailbone under, navel in. Few more times. Inhaling, chest high, arching your back, just warming up the spine. Exhale, round your back, pull the belly in. One more before moving on. Inhale, open up the heart center, really straightening the arms, pressing down. And exhale, round your spine. Breathing your way through it. Now this time, when you inhale the chest up, also lift and extend your right leg long behind you. Lift up past the toes. Now rotate your elbows in towards each other, and we're gonna dip down for a half push-up, just hovering a few inches above the mat. Good. Inhale, come back up, and exhale, crunch knee in towards third eye. Round the back, belly in. Other side, right knee comes down. Inhale, left leg long behind you, lifting the chest up nice and high. Squeezing the elbows in towards each other, stacking them as you dip it down. Just hover here. Press back up. Exhale, round, tuck the knee in. 2 more times each side. Inhale, right leg extends, opening up the heart center, really elongating through the top of your head. Bending the elbows, coming down. Pressing back up, exhale to round. Left side now. Inhale, extending the leg nice and long. Bending the elbows, coming down. So you're keeping the elbows stacked and in towards your chest. Exhale, press back up. And round, tucking the knee in. Last time, each side. Inhale, right leg extends back, reaching past the toes. Coming down. Pressing back up. Exhale, round and tucking it in. Last time, inhale, left leg, reach it back past the toes. Bend the elbows, come down for the push-up. Exhale, press it away and round. Knee in. Setting the knee down now. We're gonna come into our first downward facing dog. So walk your hands forward just a little bit. You wanna starfish your palms, so fingers away from each other as far as you can. You're gonna press down and away. Use every bit of the hands you're given, tuck your toes. And inhale your hips nigh to the sky as you press your chest back towards your thighs. Now just start to walk the dog out left and right. So you're gonna bend one knee while straightening the other. And this first down dog is just a warm up. So you're just seeing how your lower back feels today. And that will alleviate pressure off the wrist. Good. Maybe come up high onto your tippy toes. Stretching all 4 layers of the muscle in your feet. Good. Good, good, good. Now coming into 3-legged dog. Inhale, right leg into the chest and send it back nice and long. High to the sky here. Now this is where we literally get past the self. So reach past the toes to elongate and stretch every muscle in this leg. Bend the knee. Open up the hips and just rotate your ankle round and round. So again, we're just loosening up the joints and warming it up here. And then rotate the ankle the opposite direction. Straighten the leg back out to long. Square the hips, and now we're going to breathe the right foot forward to the outside of the right hand. Now stay up on your back toes. This is Crescent Warrior on Janiyasana. So you're gonna stay up on your back toes, engage your core as you inhale, upper body, arms to rise. Good. Just taking your time. You're gonna set your eyes one point. Because once you still the eyes, you still the mind, and then the body will follow. Breathing nice and slow and just regulating your breath in and out through your nose, relaxing the shoulders down, and then sending your arms behind you for a shoulder rinse. Just clasp your hands, rotate the shoulders down and back, elongating the back of your neck, pulling up through the crown of your head and finding a non-moving object to fix your gaze upon. And once you practice this, setting your sights, you're so focused on what you are looking at that distractions will just simply eclipse themselves. One more deep breath here. As you exhale, releasing the arms back forward just to stretch them out. Exalting the warrior, fingertips to touch, bending the elbows behind your head. Really press through your back heel. And exhale. Hands to the inside of the foot now. Step the foot back. Bring the knees down to the mat. Modified flow. So drop your hips, rotate, tilt your tailbone under, bend the elbows, lower all the way down. Inhale, low cobra, so just lifting up your chest. Legs are strong, pressing down. Exhale, press back over the knees, tuck the toes and lift your hips. Back into down dog. Again, walk it out left and right. Just bending one knee, straightening the other as you breathe into your spine. Breathing into your back. Nice and slow. And now coming into the other side, left knee comes into the chest and then send it away nice and long. Pressing the chest back towards the thighs and then bending the knee, opening up the hips to the side and just rotating your ankle round and round we go. Creating more synovial fluid, lubricating your joints, and circle the opposite direction. Just breathing into it. And lengthen your leg back out to long, square your hips. Whether you're on the inhale or the exhale, just breathe your foot to the outside of the left hand. Staying up on the back toes, make sure there's plenty of room between your feet. Inhale, lifting. Upper body, arms to rise. Now here we're grounding down, yet lifting up at the same time, relaxing the shoulders down your back. Core is engaged, but your heart center is relaxed. Your lungs are free flowing, no restrictions. So you're learning how to flex certain muscle groups while relaxed others at the same time. Now sending your arms behind you, shoulder rinse, and try the opposite thumb on top, just to switch up the grip, balancing out both sides of the body, really warming up your shoulders, taking deep breaths and focusing your eyes one point, your ekagrata. Take one more deep breath here. As you exhale, release your arms, reaching past the fingertips, exalting the warrior now, bending the elbows, lifting heart center, deepen your lunge. And exhale, hands down to the mat, step your feet back and see if you can stay in high plank this time. Press back through your heels, lift up through the crown of your head, and bend your elbows, slowly lower down, hover halfway here in Chaturanga Dandasana. Good. Inhale, roll over the tops of the toes, straighten the arms, lift the heart center. Upward facing dog. Beautiful. Exhale, now use your core to lift your hips. Back into down dog. Take a breath here. In through the nose, slow. And out through the nose, slow. Now walk your feet in just a little bit. You want to just make your stance a little bit shorter in down dog, and then separate your feet wider than shoulder width distance apart. We're just going to come into a down dog twist. So reach the right hand to the outer left ankle. Straightening the left arm while bending the right elbow. And then you're pressing back through your hips. You can keep a slight bend in your knees, just a deep stretch along the back side of the body. And switch sides. Right hand comes up to meet the left. And now the left hand reaches for the outer right ankle. Keeping that slight bend in your knees. And then sending the right hip back. Good. And then slowly come back to center, walking the feet back, lowering the hips into high plank here. And just coming into side plank now, left hand plants as you slowly roll open to the right, fingertips high to the sky as if you were reaching for that helping hand above you. So you can alleviate pressure off of that bottom wrist. Press back and down through both heels. Bottom knee can come to the ground if you need to. Now lifting the arm long over your head, reaching and extending, lifting up your hips, engaging your core. And switch sides. Right hand comes down to the mat, slowly rolling open towards the left now. Lifting up the hips, reaching up as high as you can, pressing back down through both heels, squeezing the inner thighs, breathing nice and slow, and then lengthening the arm long over your head. Stretching out an entire side oblique area. One more breath. And release. Come back into high plank. Bend the elbows, lower down, hover halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift your hips. Down dog. Now take a breath here, in through the nose, slow. And out through the nose, slow. And now moving into eagle. Inhale, right knee comes into the chest and lengthen the leg back out long. Three-legged dog. Exhale, step the foot forward between the hands. Warrior one. So back heel comes down to the mat, anchoring nice and strong. Inhale, upper body, arms to rise. Good. Relaxing your breath, setting your sights, engaging your core, and breathing slow. Good. As you exhale, we're just going to swoop the left arm underneath the right. Just wrapping the elbows, forearms, wrists around. If that's not available, you can always reach for opposite shoulders, whatever's available to you. You just want to lift the elbows up to your shoulder height and really squeeze the shoulders wide apart from each other, down your back as you lift the elbows up. Good. Now here we're going to take flight in our eagle. Inhale, press off your back foot and just balancing on your right foot and going slow, taking your time here. We're battling the elements of sinking sand and whatever is happening within you, so just take your time with it as you breathe and balance. Focusing your eyes, one spot, standing back through your toes, and now slowly coming into full eagle now, lifting the body up, and without letting the left toes touch the ground as best as you can, bring it up and around, into that cross-legged position. Moving as slow as you need to. Balancing takes all of your focus and attention. So the slower you go, the better. There's no race. Just exploring your own being here. One more breath and we're going to slowly come out, same way we went in. Next exhale, unwinding the legs, stepping the left foot back into your warrior one. Now exalted eagle. Deepen your front lunge, lifting the elbows up and back. And exhale, release the hands. Rotate them down, forward, press the ground away, step the feet back together. Let's flow it out. Bend the elbows, lower it down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, lift the hips. Down dog. Take a breath slow, in through the nose. And out through the nose, slow. Resisting that urge to pant it out, conditioning you to control your breath, control your energy, and harness it. Other side. Inhale, left leg into the chest and send it back nice and long. Three-legged dog here. Exhale, step the foot forward. Place between the hands. Back heel anchors down. Use your core to lift upper body, arms to rise. And give yourself a few breaths, a few moments to relax from one side to the other. So here, we're coming into polar opposite ends of the spectrum, fusing our right side, our left side together. are male and female. So just breathing into it and knowing that both sides are different. So just seeing what's there. And if this is more of your tighter side, you just want to work your tighter side a little bit deeper with your breath. Eagle arms now. Next, exhale, rotate the arms down and just hook the right elbow underneath the left. Wrapping them around. Shoulders down your back, then lifting the elbows up to shoulder height. Squeeze wide. Sending your breath into your upper back. And now you know where we're going. So getting ready to take flight. Inhale, press off your back foot and just finding your footing to where you can balance, leaning upper body forward and down. Extending the right leg long behind you. And breathing nice and slow. Good. One more breath before moving on. And slowly lifting up without letting right toes touch the ground. Bringing the right leg up and over. Wrapping it around. Doing whatever you can. And squeezing the inner thighs together. Squeezing the elbows. Centering elbows meet midline. Relaxing the breath. Locking the eyes one spot. One more breath here before moving out. And on your next exhale, slowly start to unwind. Anchor the foot back down. Exalt your eagle now. Deepen your front lunge. Lift the elbows up high. And exhale. Rotate the shoulders to release them. Press the hands down. Step the feet back and flow. Lower it down. Inhale, upward dog. Really pull the heart away from the heels. Exhale, lift the hips. Down dog. Breathe slow. Few breaths here. Regain your breath. And learn how to slow your breath down. Resist that urge to pant it out. Smooth the breath. Good. And now slowly walking your feet in, just making this stance a little bit shorter. We're going to reach for the outer left heel and just kick the left heel out towards the right. So just take your time with this, just play with the pose. The trick to this one is squeezing the insides of your thighs and your core, as well as kicking out at the same time. Good, good, good. And now come back to center. Lift your hips, press your chest back towards your thighs, just to reset for the other side. And now lifting up your right foot and just reaching the left fingertips to wrap around the outside of the foot. Moving slow with your breath helps to focus your eyes one spot. And slowly start to kick out to the side. One more deep breath, engaging the core. And release. Back into your downward facing dog. Press the chest back towards your thighs. Good. And one more flow. Inhale, right knee into the chest. Leg comes out nice and long here. And as you exhale, step the foot between the hands, warrior one. Inhale, upper body, arms to rise. And from here, we're gonna open up, hands to heart center, and just rotate your torso open to the side for warrior two. Reaching the arms out nice and long. And the knee just presses out towards the pinky toe. Here in warrior two, just play with this pose. See what feels good for your body. You shouldn't be dynamically in pain here. Maybe shorten your stance. figuring out, making all the adjustments you need to open up your hips, ground down, lift up at the same time, and lock your eyes. 1 point. Relaxing your breath, relaxing the shoulders down, reaching past the fingertips. Now from Warrior 2, you're going to launch into half moon. So Ardha Chandrasana in light of the half moon. So pressing, go as slow as you need to. You're going to press off the back foot. Now immediately kick out through the left heel, still open to the sides, and really reach past the fingertips as you slowly start to bring the right fingertips down towards the ground. Just go as far as feels good for you. Keeping the hips open. And working with the sinking sand. Balancing takes all of your attention. And kick out through your back uplifted heel. And release. Come back to center. Warrior 2 once more. Flip your front palm, facing up, reaching forward. Radiate your warrior. Lift it up and back. Think about really opening up your side rib cage. And exhale, cartwheel both hands down to the mat. Step your feet back. And here we flow. Lower it down. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, lift your hips back into down dog. So take a breath here, slow. Re-energize the body. Get energy for the other side. Last side now. Inhale, left knee into the chest. And send the leg nice and long. Exhale, step it through. Plant between the hands. Inhaling upper body. Arms to reach, warrior 1. Hands to heart center. And just rotate the chest open to the side. Beautiful, good. Just making sure the knee presses out towards the baby pinky toe to help keep your joints safe. Then reach the arms out. Lock your eyes 1 point and start to relax your breath. Transitioning from one side to the other. Opposite poles. So seamlessly morphing our night, our day. Just taking our time. And now we know where we're going. So getting ready to take flight into your half moon. Next inhale, press off your back foot and just finding your footing, immediately kick back and away through your right heel, flexing your right foot so much as if you're standing on a wall behind you. This will help you to balance as well as locking your eyes 1 point, just opening up to the side as you slowly start to reach the fingertips forward. We'll do one more breath. Good. And release. Slowly come back up into your warrior 2. Flip your front palm, reach it forward, and radiate your warrior. Lift up and back, out of your rib cage. Exhale, cartwheel both the hands down to the mat. Step it back and let's flow. Lower it down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Good. Inhale. Lift and stretch, upward facing dog. And exhale, use your core to lift your hips back up and away. Down dog. Taking a breath here. In through the nose, slow. And out through the nose, slow. Now pull forward into high plank for watering elephant. So you're just gonna bring left forearm down to the mat, parallel with the top, and lift up out of your shoulder. So resist the urge to sink down into it. Lift up out of the shoulder. Inhale, right arm comes up, opening up to the sides. Coming onto the sides of the feet as you lift up through the fingertips. And now send the arm behind you, opening up your chest. Opening up your heart center as you kick down through your heels at the same time. Good. Release, other side. Slowly making your way. Right forearm comes down. Once you get set, inhale, left arm. Lifts up nice and high. Pressing down through the heels of your feet, and now opening up your chest to the sky. Reaching your arm long behind you, lifting up and out of your bottom shoulder. Last breath here. Good, and release. Come back to center. High plank. Moving into low. Bending the elbows, lowering all the way down. Bhujangasana. So here, we are just gonna come into a low cobra. So separate the feet about hip width distance apart. Fingertips just come to shoulder height. Exhale all the air out. And as you inhale, lifting up through the crown of your head, anchoring the tops of your feet down into the mat. And your legs are so strong that your kneecaps are lifted up off the mat. Good. Now reaching the arms forward. Taking a breath and lifting up the toes, coming into Superman now, creating the strongest spine possible. Now bending the elbows back, lifting up your chest a little bit further. One more deep breath here. And release. Press back over the knees, and we're just going to stretch out the knees here, coming into Supta Vajrasana, reclined hero. So for this, knees can be about hip width distance apart. We're going to use this as our resting pose. So just bring the feet to the outsides of your hips and then walk your hands alongside you, just seeing how that feels. Maybe you stay up on your hands. It's whatever feels good to you. Just want to stretch the knees out. Now if that feels okay, you can move on by bringing one hand to foot at a time. And just go slow, breathing through it, moving one elbow down at a time. And maybe this is as far as you go. The most important part is just to feel that stretch in your knees. So maybe you just stay up the whole time. It's whatever you need, whatever your body needs, especially if you skate or do a lot of activity where you're up on your feet. This is that counter pose to unwind all of that. And maybe lay all the way down, you just go one shoulder at a time. And if you have both shoulders on the ground, then you just reach for opposite elbows. See a slight arch in your lower back. And you're rotating your thighs inward towards each other. Pressing the shoulders into the ground as you breathe into the patella. So you want to send your breath past the muscles, deep into the joints, the connective tissues, the tendons there. Creating a more fluid and less solid infrastructure within. So we'll take one more deep breath here before coming out. And now slowly start to come out. We're gonna just do one shoulder, one elbow, one hand at a time, being very gentle on your knees, and just walking your hands to the sides, coming forward, and then just crossing your feet and sitting down. So here, we're gonna start the Pilates portion. So I'm gonna turn the flipper out this way. So just start by laying down on your back, and we're gonna connect to our core first. So get into a position where you feel comfortable on your back, and start to tilt your tailbone under. Bring your hands to your knees. Now straighten your arms, so you're gonna press your knees away and press your knees into your palms at the same time. Tilt your tailbone under and really anchor your belly down into the ground. Now it looks like we're laying around doing nothing, but when in fact you're doing everything. So really press into your palms, press your hands into your knees, and connect to your core first. Make that connection, really feel it. Pull the belly down in there. so much that you're using the muscles that wrap around the base of your spine. Keeping the spine nice and long. Press the knees into your palms, palms into the knees. And release. Hug the knees into your chest just for a moment and send the legs up nice and high. So toes to the sky here. Arms come above the head. Fingertips to touch, or you can interlace your fingers, releasing the index finger. And we're just going to do the single leg switch. So send the left leg long, and you're pressing through your toes, the balls of your feet, and switch. Right leg comes down, left toes up to the sky, and you're pressing up and away at the same time. And you're using your core to make this happen. Switch again. So your legs do not move unless your core allows them to. Keep switching now. And switch again. Really pressing through the feet. And switch. Now bring your arms to the outside of the left thigh. Really reach it here. Engage your core as much as you can. Now bring the right knee in and breathe it away long. Right knee comes in and sending it long. Pulling the knee in, using your core as you press into your leg, sending it away. Now tiny little circles, clockwise direction, and tiny little circles the opposite way. Good, good, good. And release to the other side. Now right leg is long, left leg just reaches out as far as you can, anchoring the back of your arm to your leg. Now pull the left knee in and press it away. Really use your core. Pull the knee in and press it away. Last time here, pull it in and press. Tiny little circles now. Rotate round and round. Drawing tiny little circles with your toes clockwise and counterclockwise. Opposite direction. And release. Bring the knees into the chest. Take a deep breath here. And send the legs nice and long, arms above the head. Relax here for a few breaths. Hollow out your core and stretch every muscle in your abdominals. All the way from the toes to the fingertips, just stretching it out. Smoothing out your breath. Good. And now coming into eagle abs, just going to bring the knees up and cross the right leg over the left. You can wrap them around, but if they don't go, that's okay. Just squeeze the knees in towards each other. Arms come above the head just to get enough rotation out of the shoulder joint. And then swoop the left arm underneath the right. Just wrapping the arms around. And now as you inhale, lengthen the arms long above your head, sending the feet away. And exhale, crunch, elbows to knees. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to crunch it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, in. Last one here. Inhale to extend. Exhale, bring it in. And release to the other side. So now the left leg up and over. Inhaling, arms above the head. Get as much rotation out of the shoulders as you can. And exhale. Bring the right elbow underneath the left. Wrap it around. Lengthen it out nice and long. And exhale. Crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen it out. Exhale, bring it together. Inhale, extend nice and long. Exhale, tuck it in. Two more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, in. Last one. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, bring it in. Slowly release now. Bring the knees into your chest and just take a breath here. Good. And now coming into bridge, feet flat about hip width distance apart. And you're just going to graze the backs of your heels as you ground the heels down. Lift the hips up, tuck the tailbone under, and lifting up your chest, walking the shoulder blades in towards each other, and interlacing your hands together underneath your back. Arms are long. Now there's very little pressure on your head and neck. Most of the pressure comes from your shoulders and grounding your heels down. Good. And now slowly walk the left foot into the center, midline of your body as you inhale, right knee into your chest, and straighten the leg all the way up to the sky. Strengthen your shoulders as much as you can. And switch, right foot down, left knee, breathe it in, and straighten it high. Really reach past the toes. And release. Slowly bring your hips down, bottoms of feet come together, knees apart, one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart, and just circle your energy round and round. Breathing down to your spine, up again. And just feel your heartbeat. Feel your energy flow. Harness it by pulling the pelvic wall up. Breathing nice and slow. Switching your hands now. Other hand on the forehead. Other hand on the belly. So this is where you use your hands as defibrillators. Right is plus, left is the minus. So we're recharging our battery here. Taking deep breaths. Getting ready for one last flow. So slowly bring the knees together into the chest. And you're just going to cross your feet, hands to the backs of the knees, and we're going to rock and roll back into downward facing dog. So just rocking and rolling a few times, setting your hands in, and then just hopping the feet back. Go this way. Good. So just lifting your hips up as you inhale. Right leg high to the sky, coming into your three-legged dog. So opening up the hips, bending the knee, and now the toe points towards the left shoulder. Now here you can stay in your three-legged dog, enjoying this hip opener, or if you'd like to flip your dog, slowly starting to flip over. Both feet land hip width distance apart as you reach. Right arm long above you. Beautiful. Good. Just lifting your hips up, opening up the heart center. Good, beautiful. Yes. One more breath here. And slowly release back into your three-legged dog. Rotating open just a little bit more. And now coming into the crunches. Straighten your leg all the way back to long square. Your hips inhale. As you exhale, pull forward to plank, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog again. And we're just going to move across. Exhale, pull forward, knee to third eye. High plank. Inhale, lengthen leg, up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, twist, knee towards left elbow. Now hold it here for wild thing. You can do this, you are strong. Straighten your leg out, anchor the heel down on the mat, and inhale, left arm comes up towards the sky. Opening up the front side of the body and pressing through both feet at the same time. Good. Nice, beautiful. Good. And release back into your three-legged dog. So proud of you. Now keep the foot lifted. 3-point plank. Pull forward into high plank. Keep the toe lifted. Bend the elbows, lower it down, hover halfway. You can do this. Inhale, upward facing dog. You guys are so strong. And exhale, use your core. Lift up to down dog. Good. You can come into child's pose just to take a few breaths. Energize for the other side. Now you know where we're going. Or you can stay in down dog, just whichever you do. Regulate your breath. Breathe slow. harness your energy because we're about to use it. Inhale, left knee into chest, sending it long, three-legged dog, opening up the hips, bending the knee, pointing the toe towards the right shoulder, staying here or flipping your dog. Feet land hip-width distance apart. Ground down through your heels as you reach. Left arm high, long overhead. Steady your breath. Good. And slowly come back into your three-legged dog once more. Open up your hips last time. A little bit more. And then straighten the leg back out to long. Square your hips, getting ready for the crunches now. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale, pull forward to plank, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog again. Reach it out. Exhale, third eye, crunching the knee in. Inhale, lengthen it out. And exhale, twist. Knee to right elbow, hold it here for your wild thing. Straighten the left leg out, anchor the heel down on the ground. Inhale, right arm comes up, opening up front side of your body. Good. Yes. Deep breath, last one. And release. Back into your three-legged dog. Now hold it here. Keep the back foot lifted up nice and high. Pull forward into plank. Three-point plank. Bend the elbows, lower it down. Hover. Inhale, upward facing dog. Good, good. And exhale, press back over the knees. Cross your feet. And we're gonna lay all the way back down onto our backs. Hugging the knees into the chest just for a moment here. And slowing our breath down. Now we're in this position. You can reach for opposite elbows. We're balling ourselves up and using our energy. Harnessing it. So really pull the pelvic wall up and in. Relaxing your heart center, relaxing your lungs. You want to keep as much of this energy. This is that heat that you made happen. This is your magic. You made this fire within. So we're balling it up and harnessing it within our body as much as we can. Our bodies are like pincushions. We absorb all the negatives in life, but we also absorb the positives as well. Here we are, just cleaning our bodies out. Good. And now hold on to your right knee. Send your left leg nice and long. We're gonna pinwheel, just coming into a final spinal twist. Right arm comes out to the side, left hand above the knee as you gently guide the knee across your body towards the right. And then once your hips have settled, you can pinwheel by just bending the bottom knee and taking your right hand and just gripping the top of the foot. Good. But only if that feels good to you. Good. I want to get deep into that stretch in the back. Beautiful. Little pinwheel. Stretching the spine out. We're rinsing out our spine here. Releasing any tension that gets built up in the vertebrae, in between. So just breathing that away. Last breath. And slowly start to straighten your bottom leg back out. Bring the right knee in. Give it one last squeeze into your body, nice and tight. And then send it away. Switching sides now. Left knee comes in. Hug it nice and close, and then left arm out to the side. Right hand top of the knee as you gently start to twist over. Just settling down. And if you'd like to pinwheel on this side, just bending the bottom knee, taking hold, gripping your foot with your left hand, opening up the shoulders, square to the sky as best that you can. Breathing into that spinal twist. And slowly start to release, straightening out your bottom leg again. Bring the left knee back to center, hugging it in one last time. Tight, tight squeeze, hug it in nice and close. And then send it long. Final Shavasana here. So separate your feet far apart from each other. Arms all the way out to your sides. And we're gonna come into a place where you can be and just breathe for a moment. I'm gonna come around and adjust you to get you deeper into that relaxed state of mind. And Shavasana, being corpse pose, this is where we practice how to turn all noise and blend it together into white noise. No matter what kind of noise it is, whether it be staccato, that sharp sound, or the smoothness of the ebb and flow of noise. No matter what kind of noise it is, it triggers you to relax instantly. Knowing that it's all just noise. So start to look for any tension, scanning your body from head to toe. Seeing what's there, any deep pockets of tension that you may have left. Just releasing it. Feeling the energy of the earth just pull you down, even deeper into relaxation. Allowing your breath to return back to normal. You're letting your body sleep while your mind stays awake. And if your mind starts to wander, robbing you of this time to yourself, just simply disengage. These thoughts just pass. Re-anchor yourself to the silence. The world around you. And slowly start to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes now. Slowly coming back into this reality. And then just roll over onto your right side, cradling your head, coming into that fetal position. So you're just gonna roll over just for a few more moments. Taking your time as you transition back. Holding on to that feeling for as long as you possibly can. Extending it. Now very slowly pressing yourself up and just coming back into that comfortable seated position, facing front. Slowly taking your time, making your way back up to where we started. Good. We're gonna take 3 deep breaths together. Inhale, circle, sweep arms, come all the way up. And exhale, centering and harnessing within. 2 more times. Inhale, reaching it out. And exhale, honing it in. Last time, inhale, all the way relaxing, and exhale. Bringing thumbs up to your third eye, and here is where we set the intention at the end of class. You're more clear, more open and receptive. So whatever your intention may be, here is where we focus on that source. What motivates you? What's driving your focus and attention? So holding on to that thought. Or maybe dedicating it to someone special or something special. Let's breathe life into that intention now. Inhale, prayer palms come directly overhead. As you exhale, rounding it, sending it out into the universe and beyond, coming right back to your heart center 2 more times. Inhaling it up. Sending that intention out and around. 1 more time. Inhale it up, sending it out and coming right back to where we all began. I thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Aloha Friday. Big round of applause to our guest yogis today. You guys did awesome. Ooh, so proud of you. So proud of you. You guys are so strong. Oh my gosh. Such an honor, such a joy to have you guys here with me today. This is Elaina, Maui Yoga Live, and we will see you Sunday for another fun day of yoga and guided meditation. Bye.